2.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to a new episode of Level 9. I know you guys missed us, but we are back.
The secret session.
That is correct. And as always, it is me, your host of the show, and co-host, and of course, my partner in crime. I should say co-host. You're my equal.
It's all good. The wonder.
I feel like shit. I do AMN, so usually I'm like, it's me. But I don't do this alone.
Or you want me to bust through the door and just be like, I'm the sidekick.
And you come in and it's like, oh yeah! And of course, I'm here with my partner in crime, the Wonder.
What's going on, everybody?
The professional that it comes to 2D.
That's right.
2D master.
Forever.
And of course, we got our very loud, quiet engineer with us. But we're glad you guys came out tonight. We're, of course, doing a stream along with the recording of the podcast that you guys can listen to.
Hope everybody.
The Wonder puts up.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to try and make this a Christmas gift to everybody. So that I know.
You done fucked up.
I know. I know.
Done fucked up.
That means I'm giving myself 2 weeks. Let's see what happens.
But hopefully the listeners out there will put their chi together and send it to you. And get this ready for you. But
everybody send me a spirit bomb or something.
But as you heard the Wonder say, hopefully this will be a Christmas gift. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and say that tonight's theme is going to be holiday gaming.
Yes, sir.
And of course, when we say holiday gaming, we all know all the crazy shit that came out literally in the last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen new games,
new systems,
new announcements, and of course, whole brand new consoles. Brand new consoles, something that weve been waiting for a very long time. No disrespect for Nintendo because they released the Wii U last year.
Boo.
But really, oh fuck you, come on.
When's the last time you played your Wii U?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really? Like yesterday.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, there goes that joke.
Because I was playing Super Mario 3D World. Thank you very much.
When's the last time you played the Wii U for a game that didn't involve Mario?
Played an actual game?
You know what? Don't answer that.
Well, I was gonna say it a very long time.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes I like to bring up the gamepad to go on the internet and shit like that. But dude, the problem with the Wii U, they don't advertise its best aspect, which is the fucking gamepad screen. You don't need the damn TV. But we're not getting into that yet.
I see more promotion for that on YouTube than I do anywhere else.
It's the fucking fans that need to advertise that system because Nintendo's doing a shit ass job of it.
I heard that.
But anyway, we're not getting into that yet. God, we just started.
See that? We just roll. We just go.
God. But anyway, so that being said, what do you want to start out with? You want to start talking about the systems?
I think we should just go to the deep end of the pool and just start with the systems.
Yeah, you just don't want to blow your load already.
Yeah, man. Because, it's the elephant in the room. I mean, people have been messing around with new systems now for, close to a month now?
More like about a couple of weeks.
No.
Well, a couple of weeks for the Xbox One, 3 weeks for the PS4.
They both came out, before Thanksgiving?
It didn't come out. They didn't come out on the 13th, if that's what you mean. Because it's December 13th.
Right. But what I'm saying is they're closer to a month.
PS4 came out on the 15th.
Right. So it's close to a month.
It's not a month.
I said close to a month.
No, I'm sorry.
No. Why are we splitting hairs over this shit? Okay.
Because goddamn it, I bought both systems. It didn't feel like I've had the Xbox One for that fucking long. At the PS4, probably because I barely play it.
Wow.
But we're not getting into that.
Wow. Well, all right. Okay. Well, what I wanted to do was just, I wanted to just kind of throw out the specs like anybody gave a shit. Sort of like a sort of tail of the tape between the PS4 and the Xbox One. So I guess we could just start with the PlayStation 4.
It did come out first. Let's do that first.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go in chronological order. All right. So I guess I could just
talk about the Wii U and wait a year.
No. All right. So let's see. We have
It took
Sony's...
a whole year before I finally bought a game for that system.
Jesus God. That's terrible.
It's horrible.
All right, so let's see here. Frequency speculated to be running a base clock speed of 1.6 gigahertz on a 2.75 gigahertz capable chip. Shared L2 cache 2 by 2 megabyte. It has a manufacturing processor of 28
You sound so thrilled.
I know. I was just kind of like running down. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck.
It's like, don't look at me, man. It's like, don't look at me.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
So
all right.
The problem when it comes to specs is that the people that are very corporate loyal, they will fucking listen to that shit like it's literally written in the New Testament. It is religion to them that they follow these things. Oh, this is more powerful, more powerful. How many times we've been in this game that we
power doesn't always translate.
It's about the games.
Yes, exactly.
It's about the games that come out. Nintendo's been very fortunate in the past. Well, that up until 64 and Cube days.
Did we have a conversation back in the Flip the Script days about systems? I recall us having, if we didn't record it, we at least had a conversation in our group where we were just talking about how graphics don't make a system, games do.
Well, you remember me and Flip the Script days. It's like whatever chance I get to talk about video games, like fuck this. I want my own show with video games. You fuckers don't let me talk about video games at all.
You had to sit through conversations about Angelina and Brad. That wasn't the worst conversation.
That sounds like something I would have brought up though.
Yeah, I think you participated in that one. But anyway, okay. PlayStation 4 came out. It's I think one of the biggest things that it's gotten attention for was that it has the removable hard drive, so you can actually put in a hard disk that's actually more powerful than the 500 gigabyte one that comes with it. So that's pretty cool. I did actually see a video on a Sony exec or an engineer with Sony taking apart the PlayStation 4 and showing like all the bits and pieces of it, showing all the guts, and just it was kind of interesting because it was like they were like proving that everything they said they were going to put in it was in it. And then I saw something on the video and they're like, yeah, but will it blend? And if you guys don't know, just type in willitblend.com. It's absurd. Anyway, now the PlayStation 4 carries on the same thing that the PlayStation Network is still free. Not free. I thought it was free.
What do you mean by PlayStation Network?
Being able to go online.
It is not free.
Okay.
Because the PlayStation Network, you can kind of say the same thing
Sinking
with Xbox
in my seat.
Silver. But you can still connect to the PlayStation Network. You can still go to the store. You can still surf around, get apps. You can still watch Netflix.
But so what do you have to do in order for everything to be completely open?
Online.
Yes.
You have to get Plus.
How much?
$50 a year. Okay,
so it's still $10 cheaper than Xbox Live.
If you're a fool to buy it for that full price. If anyone is savvy that knows to shop around, you should never, ever pay $60 for Xbox Live Gold. Never.
Really?
At the most, $40.
Okay.
There was just a sale the other day for Xbox Live Gold for $40. I got a PS4 and I got the PlayStation Plus.
I never actually.
Plus, really. It's a great deal.
I have Xbox Live and I never pay that much either. So
yeah,
I hear you.
Crazy.
I hear you.
Crazy to pay
but
that
I always kind of look at it as the status quo is the $60 for the 12 months. So I always kind of look at it that way.
Suggested retail price. Yes.
There you go.
Set by Microsoft.
Right.
$60. What? You gotta be crazy.
I'm going to that much. Fuck you, Microsoft. I'm going to Amazon and Newegg. Wow, you're bullshitting. All right.
But I actually just got a year of PlayStation Plus for just $30.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, it's fucking great. I should have bought two.
Was it Cyber Monday?
It was a deal on Amazon. $30 for an entire year. And you know what comes with PlayStation Plus, right?
No, sir.
A shit ton of fucking free games.
Hey, here.
And I own a PS3, a Vita, and a PS4, so it's even better value for me. So I get fucking free games across the board.
Yes, that's right. Show doesn't need that UK package with the Vita already in.
I was stupid enough to already get a Vita.
Okay, now you mentioned that with the PS4, you haven't really played it that much.
I have not played a lot of it, but I've always said this was never a secret when it came out with the announcements between the PS4 and Xbox One that the PlayStation 4 launch titles were not that impressive. In all honesty, it isn't. It isn't. Majority of the games, of course, is multi-plat games, and the only games that are really unique is Knack and Killzone.
Please refresh my memory. When the PS3 launched, did it have impressive launch titles?
Not to me. Because I want to say I had a PS3 also. No, I didn't really get it.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, I don't believe any PlayStation console had great launch titles.
It's really unique to the customer itself. I said the Xbox One has a great launch title, but what if you don't like racing games?
If you don't like racing games, I get that, but let me put it this way. I'm going to go back, unfortunately. We're going to go back.
What if you don't like sports games? We'll cover sports athletes that look disappointed.
Well, see, here's the thing. When the Dreamcast, yes, we're going back to the Dreamcast.
How do you want to?
Yes, I want to revisit the Dreamcast real quick. The Dreamcast launch was Soul Calibur. And Soul Calibur was like unanimously considered the killer app. You know, it was like the reason why you wanted to have it. Now, not everybody likes a fighting game, but very, very few people did. That game had very few detractors. So, if Forza is a good game, and not everybody's a driving fan, if it's a good enough if it's a decent driving experience, would that be enough? Even if you're not like a super big driving game fan, would that not be enough to just experience that game, or just to experience what the system can do?
I mean, if you're not a big fan of racing games and you even was like slightly interested into the genre, Forza is definitely a game you could jump into,
sure,
and play it and enjoy it and be happy with that purchase.
Okay.
Is it the best Forza? Nope.
Okay. All right.
Only because, and this is a complaint that's well known all over the internet, is because with Forza 5 they literally built the game entirely from the ground up.
Oh, okay.
So they had to redo the tracks, they had to do all the new cars, and start from scratch. So it does not have a lot.
There's not a carryover.
Nope.
Right. It's the learning curve is the same for everybody.
Oh, if there's any game that's accessible for anyone who wants to jump into racing games, Forza is the game.
Okay, gotcha.
Even Soulbro can play it.
Oh,
What?
There's a jab.
Am I wrong?
God damn it.
He's upset because, god damn it, he's right.
It's okay, Mr. Engineer person, dude.
But anyway, back to the PS4.
Yes. Yeah, with the PS4, there's the Killzone game.
We got off topic because of the launch titles. When it comes to the PS4, again, a majority of the games are multi-plat games, and I am a gamer that has every platform, including a very powerful PC. So, Call of Duty Ghosts, Assassin's Creed, Battlefield 4 is not going to be those games that's going to sell the system for me because I can play it better on my PC regardless. It's always been the exclusives with me. And right now, the only exclusives on the PS4 really is Knack and Killzone.
Okay.
I looked up Knack. Trust me, when it comes out with a new system, I'm willing to buy anything.
Yes,
that's the beauty about fucking console, launch titles. We're ready to we adopt anything. Whatever. It's the one moment that it's like we literally...
that just takes me back to when Majors bought a PlayStation 2 and took home Summoner. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's literally closing time at a fucking bar and you're drunk and you fucking take home anything. You're going to be happy. Until fucking a week later, like, oh, what the fuck was I thinking?
You just attributed... you just compared buying a system to having beer goggles. Awesome.
Pretty much. The level of fucking games kind of dips a bit when it comes to a brand new console. Fuck, man, when 360 came out, what game was that shit from Rare?
Ooh.
Started with like
Perfect Dark.
No.
It
started with a K. Cameo.
Oh my god.
Hey man, I love that game.
Do you still?
Well, I already beat the shit out of it. I'm not gonna go back and play it. No, it's a launch title.
Okay.
Launch titles are great for that summer of bliss, and then when it's over, fuck, you're not going back.
Yeah,
and then when you walk into a video game store and you see it in the store, you kind of look at it for a second, and you like smile, and you just want to walk away.
It's like we had our time, we had our moment.
I hope you didn't notice me.
Yeah, it's all right. It had to come to an end. It was a one night stand.
But I looked at Knack. I'm like, well, maybe this is interesting. I looked at it. I was already on the fence of it. Reviews say it's like not really that great, and then I look at it again. It's on my GameFly queue, so when I get it, I'll try it. If I like it, I like it. I didn't buy it, so whatever.
Okay, so on the
Killzone, I'll get. I was kind of hoping I would get Killzone by tonight. I actually would have brought my PS4.
What game have you been able to games have you been able to play on the PS4?
When you get the PS4, when I got it, I don't know if it's for everyone, but I did get a free month of PlayStation Plus. And when you get PlayStation Plus, you are able to get 2 free games that normally they charge you for. not counting the other games that are also free as well, but free to play games like was a Warframe, you got DC Universe. But the games that normally you pay for in the first month, you get a game called Resogun and Contrast.
Okay.
Contrast is a game I can play in my PC. This is really Resogun. It's made by the same people that made Stardust, arcade type shooter.
Yeah.
Fun game, fucking awesome. It's really the only game I even play on my PS4.
Okay.
The last time I played my PS4.
Gotcha.
But that's a good one. But the thing about the PlayStation 4 to me is that they really played it safe with it. Fantastic design. It's supposedly a more powerful system.
Yeah, I was going to say, my understanding is that it actually has slightly more power than the Xbox One.
That's what they say. So
I suppose it doesn't. When we're talking about how much power these two systems have, it's probably
on the piece of paper. Most of the people are saying it's because of the memory. Because the PS4, if you look at the specs, I think they get what is it, DDR?
8 GB GDDR5.
5.
Yeah.
While the Xbox Ones are still using 3s.
That's correct. 8 GB DDR3.
So they just see that different number and then they automatically say, "Oh, then the PS4 is better." But if anyone that deals with computers, they understand that it all depends.
It's a matter of how the hardware is used,
and how the the memory is used, and the bandwidth between them.
Sure.
This is like they got better tech, but then this other one could actually use the tech they got, but better. Whatever, man. Fuck specs, dude.
You can get a lot out of.
We are from a generation that grew up with 8-bit war, 16-bit war, 32-bit war. We grew up with every generation. We actually had a number.
That's right.
That showed you that they were superior.
And now we kind of don't.
Since we got to these in the past couple of generations, we don't have that anymore. There's really nothing on paper that tells you what's different except, we got DDR5s compared to your DDR3s.
Yeah, you can't even really go by frames anymore either.
It's really the games that just come out on. And right now, when I look at these launch ones, the PS4, I'm like, the PS4 on paper is, the better. Let me tell you right now, between the two, the fucking PlayStation Plus alone makes the Sony system such a better deal. They give you so many fucking games, especially if you already own a PS3 and a Vita.
Now, yeah, I wanted. We can get to this.
There's so much shit on paper. I want to love the fuck out of the PS4. But do I play it?
Not yet. You're gonna have to wait for the next Metal. Well, actually, Metal Gear is gonna be on both, isn't it?
Ground Zero is coming out in March. They said. That's the prequel.
Q1.
That's the prequel that leads into actually Metal Gear 5. But are they coming out for all the systems? Yes.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, there's definitely less when it comes to exclusive content. There's still going to be exclusives on either console, but just that's kind of another thing that I've noticed is eroded over time. And I suppose it kind of had to happen though, because companies they gotta make their money. So if you have an exclusive title, you are to a certain extent limiting how much the company can make. So, granted, sometimes if you're going to make a game for multiple consoles, you do run the risk of running into problems with coding, and then one version may be better than the other, blah, 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 blah.
But real quick, to answer to Yup's question, PS4 supports native 1080p, I believe, while Xbox One upconverts. That was really just the Call of Duty, because when they were programming that game, they wanted to keep a constant 60 frames. They felt that the Xbox One will run better if they just upconvert it. It's not the actual story for every single Xbox One game.
Gotcha.
Just like in old generations, it's the same thing. A lot of games on the PS3 were upconverted, but there's still a lot of games that natively ran on 1080. It all depends on what the programmers do. Like Forza 5 is actually running on 1080p, 60 frames, and it's not upconverted.
Boom.
But also, a lot of people are complaining.
Sorry, engineer person.
But a lot of people are actually complaining that the Call of Duty that's true 1080p on the PS4. But now people are saying that frame rate is actually more solid on the 360, thanks for the fact that they stay at 720 being up.
I'm completely mesmerized by this. By
is it
this
true?
shooter.
I don't know. It's again, I got a PC. I could do true 1080p, if not higher, and I can run the shit at 120 frames. So whatever.
Basically, show stands between both newly released consoles and flips the bird at both of them.
I just see everything at face value. I mean, a lot of people that listen to the show, I mean, yeah, I will support your system
Sure.
regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
But I gotta say what the facts of what's been given to me. Am I always wrong? Like correct? No.
Well, I mean, that's kind of
these
the
are
fun
stories,
of it.
These are stories that I do follow, so that's the story. But you know, they did this shit before in the last generation. They'll do it again, especially in the beginning of this generation, where a lot of these programmers are getting the hang of these systems. So
Yeah.
you know, they'll do whatever it is it takes to get these systems. Because I'll be honest with you, when it comes to PC, it's not the resolution that matters. It is really the frame rate.
Gotcha.
Especially when it comes to the first-person shooter.
Oh, God,
people will
yes.
bitch if the frame rate dips or whatever in multiplayer. It will get you killed.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. I mean,
So-
you need to have the game running smooth, or
A fan of Sony will laugh at Microsoft. You know, you gotta do that upconvert. But the people that play 360, you know, Xbox One, I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever. As long as my fucking frame rate stays solid,
Yeah, I heard
that's
that.
all I care.
All right, so Xbox One, you touched on that a little.
Everything on the PS4 we didn't touch on.
Well, I figured we might as well just say some stuff on the Xbox One, and then we can just kind of jump back and forth, because that's what we've been doing.
Well, I wanted to
anyway.
say real quick, when it comes to the controller,
Uh-oh.
the PS4 controller is fantastic.
We back on the controller segment that we had a little while ago. You did expect the controller to be much better.
They a lot of the issues that we had, they definitely got a touch on them, rectified them. Fantastic controller, but you know, again, I was not a fan of the PS3 controller. I personally think is horrible.
Right.
So whatever changes you make to that controller is fucking it's a godsend regardless. But they did a fantastic job.
So
with
they
the
went
PS4
above and
controller.
beyond, is what you're saying.
Oh, it's great, man. It feels great in the hand. It's light. It's easy to charge.
It
because
just
it's
looks
a
more
PS3.
comfortable.
It's wider, so your fucking fingers don't touch each other sometimes. If you're trying to like look to the move to your right and then look to your left,
Yeah.
your fucking thumbs ain't touching. I got very
Well, it looks like
long fingers.
they also spread out the 4 face buttons too. It looks like they're not as close.
They're nice and bigger. The fucking D-pad is so nice. The triggers are better. Definitely all around, the controller is so much nicer.
It looks like it's like I don't want to say rubbery, but it definitely looks like it's more comfortable in your hand.
It kind of is rubbery. The bottom, you see how the color's different on the bottom of the
Yeah.
controller? It's because they actually have a texture on
grip?
it that's more like rubbery, more grippy. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now, my biggest issue is that big ass touchpad in the center.
Yeah,
I haven't used anything that uses it. I'm sure it'll be cool, but that's not the issue. It's the fact that they pushed the normally, which would be select and start. Now it's like share and menu. My bad, menu and options. Both controllers fucking changed this start and back. They're whole new names. They're fucking whole new names. They had an issue with select and start and fucking whatever. The PS4 is share and options. You see how they're fucking far as fuck, like damn near this corner and that corner.
yeah,
And the PlayStation button's like all in the bottom of the center.
yeah.
That to me is the biggest fucking problem. I hate where they place those fucking buttons.
Really? You like the PlayStation button? You mean that's too far below?
It's just that if you want to press share, if you want to press option, it's fucking awkwardly like there and there.
I see what you're saying.
It's weird. And then when you want to press the PlayStation button, you're so used to pressing it like there, like oh shit, it's down here. It's weird. You get used to the PS button placement, but
I kind of back him on putting it down on the bottom because, you know, if it's a little bit higher, I think they kind of had an eye on you know, running the risk of accidentally pressing the button when you don't want to. So, yeah, it might be a little bit further out of the way, but I think that was the point. So, you know, but in any case, like the controller itself, I can see what you're saying with those other buttons off to the side. It does look really awkward and everything, but it's a much sleeker pad. Then the shoulder buttons and the triggers, they look like they're like real triggers this time.
they're very tiny.
Yeah.
That's the thing about those. I think they're tiny, but all around, this is definitely a much better controller.
Somebody get that cat out of the way. Once is not Soul Bro's cat.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Do you see? Have you? My next question is there anything about the system that you kind of see not being utilized very much, or that you could see being kind of overlooked, or maybe is cool now, but then you know, developers and gamers will just forget about it down the line?
Maybe the share fucking streaming button.
Yeah.
People are all about streaming this shit now, but like I was saying to Sobro's, like, what happens if everyone streams? There's no one to look at.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, that makes sense.
But the system definitely makes it really fucking retarded easy to stream, especially when you like hook in their cheaply piece of shit made headset. It is really a piece of shit. The headset that they use, it is. There's no fucking way anyone can tell me otherwise.
It's just what is it? Just like a flimsy mess.
It's an earbud. It's like an earbud, and then right there is like the mic, kind of like those piece of shit headsets.
Come on, Sony.
It's like one of those things. You know what? At least they fucking put one in there.
Yeah, that's nice, but I mean, they didn't have to give us the lowest common denominator.
It's pretty shitty.
God.
But because of that, you can actually stream and talk. You can actually do commentary.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So you don't have to do the whole capture device shit and everything. Nope. Oh man,
it's pretty easy to stream with the PS4.
That's gonna make fighters ready content real easy.
Yeah, but people that we actually spend a lot of money to do streamings like we do now, the streaming that's built in with the PS4 is absolute shit compared to a person that actually spent a lot of money on the real deal.
Okay, gotcha.
It doesn't stream like very high quality, like the stuff that you spend a fortune for, but it's really cheap.
It's a start. It's a start.
The only problem is, it uses Twitch. It doesn't get archived.
Oh.
And Twitch already said they already saw like a raise of like 10%, maybe even more, just from the people with PS4s.
Really?
But it's like,
it's
you only see so many people play wrestling.
Yeah.
What about the sex thing?
Oh,
what? There's a sex thing? What?
What happens is the PS4 has its own camera, and
God.
there's a game that comes with the system called Playroom, and
sounds bad.
A lot of people use that as a chance to stream on Twitch, whatever they put on the camera, and then of course they made their own like homegrown like pornos and shit like that.
Oh God.
Yeah, it made Twitch like rethink their whole policy with that. Matter of fact, they got to the point where they pulled down any.
It always comes back to sex.
Of that. It's weird.
America's real pastime. Actually, that's mankind's pastime. Moving on. Actually, wait, no. Yeah. No.
Just wonder.
Nothing brings on an awkward silence than like
System's
sex.
got a great design. It's very portable, believe it or not. That's why that's the one system. If I were to bring over,
Doesn't look as bulky as the one.
It uses the same parts as a PS3, so you can reuse obviously the HDMI and a plug. So I can actually just bring that over. Oh, let's play some PS4. I don't have any games for it.
Okay, in terms of the design, okay, you're saying that it's portable. It's a lot more portable and everything, and that's cool.
Portable compared to the Xbox One. If you had to bring it to someone's house,
neither of these systems.
And you got to bring the Kinect camera.
Oh God,
fucking damn it!
Neither of these systems, though, seem like the design was very inspired. I mean, you got a couple of blocks basically.
This was a discussion I had with Solbro before when Nintendo brought out the 3DS. When the 3DS first came out, you can see it immediately. The design was great. There's really not much to it that you need to redesign. I mean, they still haven't really redesigned it. The only model they came out with was just a larger one. But they were pretty much set with the 3DS design.
But with the 3DS, didn't they add like an analog later on?
Well, that's a separate piece.
Yeah.
And even if you buy that separate piece, there's still to this day 3 games that use it. So it's still fucking pointless.
Touché. Gotcha.
But I'm just saying, when the 3DS came out, you can see me like, man, they fucking... Well, when the DS came out, that's fucking brick.
Owns it. Yeah.
You can see, like, holy shit, there's a lot of shit they could do to it. But when the 3DS came out, you can see that the design, it was pretty good from jump. When you see the PS4, that's the kind of feeling I get. Right as soon as you see the PS4, man.
So you don't... So you don't...
It's not huge.
So you don't foresee like a design change or them
for the
like,
PS4?
Not with, let's say like 3-4 years down the line.
The design they did for the PS4, I think they really hit the mark.
Okay.
Unless they want to make it smaller, but look at the PS4.
I think when I say uninspired, I think a lot of folks, or at least myself, I was expecting something.
That oblong design.
I was expecting something a little bit flashier. It definitely didn't have to be bigger. I mean, size-wise, if it's as portable as it is now, fine. But it's just basically a rectangle, and I don't know. I understand that it fits in on a shelf next to your other electronics, nice and comfortably, and it just blends in like everything else, and that's fine. And these companies are definitely trying to make these systems look like they're, you know, not some sort of freak on a shelf next to all the other devices that people have in their house. But it just seemed like, I just felt like with certain aspects of it, just seemed like they kind of took the easy way out design wise. If it's more function over fashion, fine. You know, I mean, in the end, we need these things to not overheat, to basically hold up against you know, on a heavy workload and stuff, because, you know, Lord knows we tax these things. I guess, you know, I just was looking or was hoping for something a little bit more. These systems may be great. They may work very, very well, but they're just not that much to look at.
Well, you're talking to a man that has the old 60 gig PS3.
Mm-hmm.
This PS4 looks like a work of art to me.
Well, damn.
That fucking PS3 60 gig. God damn, it's so fucking huge.
That big heavy thing with the well.
I wish
those things were like so
bad.
bulky. I'm not saying that it should be bulky. That was the problem with the first PS3. It was huge.
Well, that's the thing I'm saying. When the PS4, I mean, compared to what it could have been, PS4 design wise is good. Xbox One, on the other hand, sweet Jesus, that thing is huge.
Yeah.
But it's huge for a reason.
It looks like a VCR.
Well, it's huge for a reason, because it doesn't want it. After that fiasco with the red ring, they cannot have that shit
That's
overheat.
true. That's true.
Because they want it to be a main centerpiece of your entertainment center.
It's a 3DO.
Well, this is the issue with the Xbox One. If you're going to connect your cable box through it,
It's a Philips CDI.
the Xbox One has to be on.
Say that again.
If you're going to have your cable television or satellite TV hooked through your Xbox One,
Oh, that's right. It's got to be on.
it has to be on. They
Yeah,
do
yeah, I
not
did hear
have
about
a
that.
passive through. Excuse me.
Which
There's a website. We need to find it. There's literally a website that talks about all the issues that people want changed with the Xbox One. Read the list. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed about this shit. Like, it doesn't do that?
Well, yeah.
Excuse me.
Let me see here.
So while you look that up, but that being said, I mean, I'm really happy with the design with the PS4. Xbox One could use some help. Well, other than that, PS4 definitely has a lot of potential. I do like the PS Plus, but I haven't really been playing much on it because there's really no game on there I care to play.
On the 4?
Correct.
What are you playing on the 1?
Xbox One, I'm currently playing Forza. The Forza, as a joke, I'll say Forza 4.5.
Because it's not quite 5.
Oh, dude, there's so much fucking content that, you know, we've enjoyed from other Forzas that's missing from this one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because they had to build the game from ground up. But there's just so many fucking issues with it, man.
This is ridiculous.
It's
Improve party mechanics. Make friends easier to connect with. More connect flexibility. Manual game invite? Really? Really? Snap achievements?
Oh, that's silly. But shit like friend notification, letting you know that your friend is online.
It doesn't do that?
It doesn't tell you when your friend's online.
That's like the most ubiquitous thing on the Xbox 360.
And like I said, no passive fucking through. So you have to have your Xbox One on to watch TV if you have your TV connected to it.
Oh God. Well, I mean that I can deal. That I can
keep
deal
looking
with.
at the list. It's like an indicator to let us know that our controller is dying. There's no way to indicate to let you know that your controller is near death. I was playing the other day, and then all of a sudden I noticed the rumbling stop. My controller.
That's a good clue that something might be amiss.
That's how they tell you.
Well, so there's no on the controller. There's no light. Like how on startup on a 360, the controller lights up.
The center emblem is white the whole time while it's on.
Okay.
Doesn't tell you. If it's
So it doesn't start blinking or anything. That's so easy. That would have been so easy for Microsoft to just put that to do the just to have some sort of a blinking mechanism.
It would be also nice for both systems to support 3D Blu-rays.
Ah, damn.
Neither do.
So does that mean that neither company expected 3D to be a mainstay in people's homes for the next 10 years?
I fucking don't know, man. But they said they'll add it later.
Of course they will.
I'll be happy if they add half the shit on that fucking list. I'll tell you right now. God damn, it's just read that list. You can't believe.
See, I found one article, but it was only 5 things. So I'm trying to find another one.
There's like a whole list where it's like Xbox One like complaints or like fixes they want in the future updates. It's ridiculous.
Putting the mic down. Keep talking. We're live.
One of the things that was when it comes to the the PlayStation 4 announcement that really had me excited was that their plan was that every game that's going to be played on the system, you can be able to at least try it before buying it. And if you decide to buy it, you can download it, and as soon as you start downloading, you can instantly play it.
Wow.
That was one of their announcements. Does it happen? No.
Fuck no.
I was really upset about that. So,
and we're talking about every single title?
They said in their announcement that whatever game that's on their store that you can download, you can at least try it. And if you like it, you can download it, and as soon as you start downloading it, you can play it immediately. Now, the whole being able to download and start playing it immediately, that's kind of there. But the ability to at least try the games out, no, that's going to come later.
Let's see. Blocked used games, no backwards compatibility.
But
we knew that was coming.
But every 360 user knows that Microsoft made this. They pretty much had a rule that anybody that put like an Xbox Live Arcade game,
the system
you have to have a trial.
The Xbox One doesn't function without a Kinect unit. Awesome. Let's see here.
And unfortunately, that rule did not continue over into this new system. So there's a lot of games that there's no way of playing a demo of.
Well, systems launch all the time with systems have launched historically where it doesn't do everything that the developers said it was going to do on launch. So even if it can't do that kind of stuff right now, or you don't have the capability of sampling a title before you buy it, that doesn't necessarily mean that the system's not going to be able to do that down the line, right?
They said it'll come later. They better, because they said that shit during the E3 announcement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not making this shit up.
It's the whole thing of the company knowing that
shit kind of stands out when a fucking company says something like that.
That's true.
Because Microsoft, they did it when it came to Xbox Live.
That's the kind of announcement to help them cement pre-orders.
Well, this is Sony. A company that loves to say shit so you can get on their dicks.
Yeah, damn right.
And only for them to to jizz in your mouth without any warning.
Damn.
Why? I've known you long enough. I should have known that was coming. Damn. Freaking semen reference. 40 minutes in. God damn it. All right.
Where's he going with this? But that is something that they're going to add later. Now, the interesting thing. This is good. I love this. The main question is, all right, these new systems, they've now gone to a whole new architecture. An architecture that is very similar to PC.
Mm-hmm.
That is why a lot of the old games will not work on it, because it's literally a whole new platform in a way that they got to design these games in a completely different way.
This is kind of the whole thing with both systems, right?
It is on both systems.
Yeah.
That is why any digital games you bought on PSN, any games you bought on Xbox Live will not work on these new systems because there's a whole new architecture.
Which means if you're planning on trading in your system, you really got to take stock in everything you got. Yeah.
But right now, the old systems are still fantastic.
Yeah, that's right.
What was I saying? So now with this whole new architecture, people were asking, okay, well, how am I going to play my PS2 games, my PS1 games, and my PSN games?
You're not.
Well, Sony said, no, don't worry. We're going to come out with a streaming service.
No, Sony should have just been honest and just said, yeah, that mom and pop game shop down the street, buy a used one for $20.
Well, this is Sony's MO. They want to say whatever it is to make people happy, only down the road to say something otherwise.
Right.
They mentioned the Genkai service where they will stream all those old things. My question is, okay, that's cool.
But
what are we going to do? Am I supposed to hold on to my system? Do I got to hold on to my games? How are you guys going to know what games I have so they let me to stream it?
Yeah.
Because you know what's going on.
Right.
Now, here's the funny thing. They're now saying, well, they're still working with the issues with Genki that they're coming across.
Okay.
But, they'll get it and they'll cut it up and running. Microsoft said, yeah, we looked into it also to stream like the old games, but we've been running into a lot of issues with timing and lag. Mm-hmm. Which is an issue that everyone else is happening. So Sony promised it. I don't know how they fix it. We would love to know.
Wow.
They don't know. They probably got a group of people trying to figure that shit out right now.
So that's something that they're working on and fixing. I don't know when that's ever going to happen.
Or maybe secretly they're just sitting in a room playing PlayStation 4 all day. Saying they're working on it.
No, dude, hold on to your PS3s for fuck's sakes. It's like, do you like your 3D Blu-rays, all your PSN games, and all that shit? Yeah.
I always kind of cringe when I hear about folks trading in their system to get a new system, trading in like all the games that they bought and everything just so that they can, use it towards credit for a new system. And, to a certain degree, I kind of hope that those days are over. Because to me, it's like I don't know. Maybe it's because I can be more sentimental, but all the memories and all the fun that you had and that you might potentially be able to come back and relive, there are a lot of people that are willing to go ahead and trade that all in. So to me, it almost feels like maybe the experience is, I don't know, didn't mean as much. I don't know. I mean, sure, you still have your memories and stuff, but man, I don't know. I just can't. This is my personal opinion. So me personally, I can't trade in a system for a new system. I'd rather have them all. It just, and to be able to kind of go back and compare one to the other, to me it just feels better than just like saying get the fuck out just for a new system. You're
gonna be such a great father.
I like to think I'm a decent one now. Thank you very much.
You look at your son. I'm never gonna get rid of you. Even if a better one comes around, I'm not gonna get rid of you. My mentality is,
I'll still love you. Just live in the closet.
I'll pull you out. Every so often.
When family comes to visit. Okay.
My mentality is, as soon as my PC can emulate it, peace.
Oh no.
Peace.
You don't want to be like one of those guys on YouTube that like has a show, has some sort of a show, and then like in their background there's this massive bookshelf with like 30 years worth of video game memorabilia sitting behind them. Because space is limited. and if you've ever had an accident and you lost shit, you realize there's no reason to hold on to shit. Well, yeah, with comic books, it could be gone the next day. Yeah, but okay. But that's why I say God bless emulators and digital storage. I have every fucking Nintendo, Super Nintendo game and Genesis game. You actually physically own a Genesis. I got a Nester on the Dreamcast. It's awesome. Like, how many Genesis physical games do you have compared to my fucking? That is cool. I can't say that I haven't benefited from it, but a part of me still likes to be able to like open up an old chest and be like, yeah, that's my NES. That was my life. That was my life 20 years ago. I moved on. As long as I can actually play the game and enjoy the game, I don't need all that physical shit. Fuck that. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that we may be seeing the end of folks trading in systems altogether? If it's not going to be worth it? If you're basically going to lose all of your content because it's not going to be supported in the next. Well, people are already trading in their systems to get in these newer ones. It's happening now, but what I'm saying is down the line. Do you think that it'll end? Well, when you give these people the update they want to be able to play the old games, probably sure. Yeah, I can't. I don't see myself. That is like you never know how long you have to wait. I just don't see myself trading in my PS3 though. Which is funny because I have. Shit, I got like fucking 5-6 games on my PS3 and I barely even play it. I'm fucking horrible. I have a fucking 60 gig PS3. You understand how much that pisses me off? Oh, I could play fucking PS2 games on it, but when it comes to the PlayStation Plus, with all the fucking free games they throw at you, you know what they're giving you for fucking free this month? What do you got for free? Grid 2, in your face. Hey, do you like Borderlands 2?
Motherfucker, here you go, Borderlands 2,
Borderlands 2. Damn,
One
all
of the
in
best
your
games
face.
of fucking last year. I'm like,
All
here
in
you
your
go.
face.
Oh, fuck you. We love you. Here you go, fucking free games. It's fucking ridiculous.
Make it rain.
It's like,
Make
Sony,
it rain
stop.
in this bitch.
Sony, stop.
Oh, holiday season 2013, making it rain.
It's ridiculous, the fucking games they throw at you.
Yeah.
But me having a 60 gig, I have no room for it. I gotta put a bigger hard drive in there, but I'm like, I don't want to spend no more money.
All right. What do you think about the controller?
What were we talking about?
Xbox One. See, we did exactly what I expected us to do. We ended up like hopping back and forth.
I didn't realize we were like, because as soon as I said that, my last thing I said, I remembered about the hard drive. I'm like, well, the PS4 doesn't give you the ability to swap out the hard drive.
Right.
But that's the only ability they give you right now is to swap out the hard drive. So it's like when you get the PS4, if you want more space, you might as well fucking swap out the hard drive immediately. So that's more money right off the bat. Don't put shit on there. It's like, don't put shit on there only to swap it out later.
I just remember in years past, it was like, in generations past, you popped your system open, it was just like, if you do that, we're voiding your warranty. Don't you do that shit. Leave everything in there alone. And now Sony's like, yeah, we know you guys do this shit already. Just, here you go. This is how you do it. You can replace it.
PS Plus, I mean, they not only they give you free games, but they give you crazy discounts too.
Nice.
Because I saw Yelp put in there, it's like he doesn't want to get rid of his PS3 because he wants to play Ni no Kuni. You can get Ni no Kuni right now on the PlayStation Network during the holiday sale for like $9 and like 35 cents or some shit.
Nice.
Matter of fact, when I bought when you buy the PS4, at least the launch edition, they gave me $10 free, like PSN money. I could use that $10 to buy Final Fantasy 14 because it's $10 right now.
That's pretty great.
And if you get the PS3, PS3 edition, when the PS4 comes out, you can actually upgrade it to the PS4 edition, absolutely free.
Nice.
So they literally gave me Final Fantasy free for the PS4. Yes, it's subscription based. Don't fucking motherfuckers don't talk that shit. You motherfuckers know I'd playing the game already and paid the subscription fee. Fuck. Sometimes you gotta
heading everybody off at the pass.
You gotta cover your bases with these guys.
I know.
I love them.
All right. But yeah, you never said anything about the controller.
Now, the Xbox One controller. Let's get into this one. This is going to shock a lot of people.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
When I first got my hands on the Xbox One controller and I started playing it, I was not impressed. I didn't like it.
On the
First
previous
impressions, I didn't like it.
On the
I
previous
loved the PS4 one better.
Yes, on the controller debate that we had, you stated that pretty much the best controller. Your opinion was that the best controller made was the Xbox 360 controller.
Yes.
And so, where did they go wrong on this one?
Well, first of all the hyping up the rumble on the triggers, like, oh, it's great because now you got these rumbles in the triggers. And I play racing games, so I was like looking forward to that. It really just feels like the rumbles are in the trigger.
It's not earth-shattering, is it?
It's like it really just feels like they moved the rumble up, and this sounds ridiculous, but it's exhausting.
Okay,
it exhausts my hand when I play Forza and this shit.
Okay, so wait a minute. It's not a central feeling in the controller like in the previous one. You said they moved it up. And if you're constantly running over,
it might just because I've mainly been playing Forza, and the triggers are more dominant. The rumbles and the triggers are more dominant.
Right, but when does it rumble? Like if you run over if you're going over a shoulder, you're going over through a corner and you hit like a rumble strip.
When you're turning, and then if you're going a little bit too fast and you're feeling the car starting to slip, you can actually feel the slippage in the triggers. It'll rumble when you feel your back tires are starting to slip. That's
kind of cool.
It is cool. The only problem is it's kind of a mind fuckery because, when you play a lot of the old, when you play Forza like on the 360, a lot of times your car is slipping anyway. You just never felt it in your triggers.
Sure.
So you didn't think anything of it. But when you play it on this one, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not doing I'm not doing anything wrong at all.
Gotcha.
So the first day with the Xbox One playing Forza 5,
were you like trying to overcompensate for that rumble? Like you were trying to play the game as if you were trying to keep the controller from rumbling.
Why the fuck do I suck?
And so how long did it take you to realize that's just the way the game?
Just a day.
That's not too bad.
The first day, the first car I bought was the Subaru BRZ. Obviously, I went right to Subaru because I want to build up my affinity for Subaru. I was
I wonder why.
sucking, man. I was doing awful. I'm like, fuck, what's wrong? I used to be great in Forza. What the hell is going on?
You got to that point where you're like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to drive.
After all that initial like hype and excitement of having a new system, the next day when I started playing it, I started playing well, and then I started to get back into the groove. Yeah. Then again, I haven't really played Forza in a long time. If you don't play Forza for a long time, you kind of forget how to fucking play that game, especially when you play a lot of arcadey styles in between.
Yeah. It's a simulator, so
you know, when I got more, playtime with this particular controller, I mean, I started enjoying it again. But it's really not very much difference from the 360 controller.
So you wouldn't say that they improved on it, but then again,
well,
that was the thing. Yeah, my that kind of led into the next thought. You really couldn't improve on the Xbox 360 controller, especially for you who was so happy with it.
Now, a lot of people do complain about the bumper buttons because if you look at them, they kind of design them in a way where they kind of like flow into each other. And
okay.
On the stream right now, we're going to be seeing the old one. He's on the actual stream now. You don't really see it. Mm-hmm. People complain about. I haven't really had too many issues with the bumpers itself, but again,
it does bring the fingers a little closer together, though, doesn't it? At least the index fingers. No,
I mean you're going to press them. You're going to be pressing them the same as you would normally, regardless of the spacing. Uh-huh. It's just that the molding of it is in a way where you're not entirely sure if you actually pressed them.
Okay.
I know it's kind of hard to explain, but I haven't really had any issues with it. I mean, if there's any game I would have issues with it that I actually utilize it would be Crimson Dragon, because you need those bumper buttons to actually like do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
And there was times I would do that and I didn't do a barrel roll, but it wasn't the controllers because the game itself has such horrible timing. So if you do a barrel roll to the left, you actually have to wait for some frameage to happen before you can.
That's an Xbox One game.
Crimson Dragon, yes.
Launch title.
Now, though, my favorite thing about this controller, though, is actually the texture on the actual sticks. He's actually like showing it like it's like very.
Is it really grippy? Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's gonna wear off.
Well,
right?
You know me, I drink a lot.
Yes, you do.
And so when you're like drunk and you're sitting there with your controller, you're like all you see is like you're rubbing the outside part.
You're clammy. Your hands are all clammy.
No, what the hell? What? No. My hands ain't clammy. You want to feel that texture. It's really nice.
That sounds perverted.
Yeah, well, shit. You're holding a controller. You got to enjoy something. And so the sticks themselves are actually a little bit more higher, too. So.
Well, okay.
What the fuck? I'm going to put my controller down Anyway, so the sticks themselves are a little bit higher.
Where is this conversation going?
Anyway, the sticks are a little bit higher, too, and they kind of feel like there's a wider range to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they widened it. Well, it's interesting. Both of these controllers for both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One seem that they're wider. It's just that it looks like the PS4 seemed to maximize what they did with that extra space. Like the buttons on the 360 and the One are like exactly the same distance.
It's wider, period.
Yeah. Which is funny because remember the days when when Microsoft came out with the biggest controllers on the block? Now they don't. But the buttons are the same distance away from the 360 to the One. So, yeah, I mean, there's really not that much difference.
I hear if you go into like the museums and you go to the armory section, Warfare, you can actually see the Xbox controller in there.
What?
Really?
Because you could take that shit swinging around, you could use that shit to kill people. That was huge.
Oh my god.
It's a freaking mace.
But I was a little bit shocked when I first got the Xbox One. I'm holding the controller and I'm playing Forza. I'm like, oh shit! I think I think the PS4 controller is better.
Well, I mean, you didn't feel bad thinking that, did you?
But after a day, more time. See how it's so much wider. Shit.
Yeah. It is.
After a day, with the Xbox One controller, no, it's fine. But there's really no huge difference from the original 360 controller anyway. Mm-hmm. And done or slight enough that you could say it's a little bit better. But like I say, even to this day, when I play Forza for a long time, doing a lot of racing, it's actually really exhausting to hold that controller because it's rumbling constantly.
What games are you looking forward to? I did want to ask you, or at least wanted you to share how your experience with Killer Instinct.
I couldn't stand the original Killer Instincts.
Yeah.
Every time I try to play them, I couldn't get into them. But this new
Yeah,
Killer
because
Instinct...
if you played against the wrong person, you didn't get a chance to throw a fucking punch.
ridiculous. But this new Killer Instinct is a fucking blast.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I mean, you can definitely see there's a lot of love and care that went into it from professionals. The music is great. Everything is fun. It's fucking a blast to play. The only problem is there's really not much content to it. There's not even a single player like story mode to it.
It seemed like the developers really had an emphasis on trying to get players associated with the fighting system. There was a big emphasis on that. It's only 6 choosable characters.
6 to start, but there'll be 8 total in the season.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still expect to see Spinal next, and then Fulgar.
I mean, in terms of getting players reassociated, reacclimated with the characters, I think it was a good move. When I first heard, I'm like, 6 characters, that ain't shit, but in terms of the amount of care that went into the game, I think it was the right move.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, I can understand that.
I remember when you first started playing the game, you were like really enjoying it.
Oh, I still enjoy it. I just don't. I don't really like this whole model idea that they did with it. I mean, they want to say it's a free game. Bullshit. It's a demo. It's a glorified demo where you only get one character, which is currently Jago.
Okay.
If you want to pick anybody else, you have to pay for the game or pay for the character separately. But if you pay for the character separately, you're nuts. They charge what is it, like $5 for each character?
No.
But you can get all the characters, including the 2 that's coming out for like $20.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But they say, but it's a free game though. It's free. You can play online. You can play as Jago.
Killer Instinct is free if you with 2 choosable characters.
No, just Jago.
Just that one.
Just one. But they call it a free game. I'm like, no, it's not.
You're correct. It is a demo.
It's a demo. That's really what it is.
That is a little insulting to a lot of people's intelligence.
So the play model that they designed for this thing is just kind of silly. But I don't like. I just flat out say it's not a free game. You want to play the game, it's $20. But if you want more content, you want to pay $40 to get like the Ultimate Edition.
Is it worth buying the whole game?
For $20, it is if you have a stick.
Okay, gotcha.
Or get that damn adapter I ordered just so I can fucking do that. Because that's me because I never could fucking play a 6-button fighting game with 4 in the front and 2 triggers. Never.
Yeah.
I am not Donnie Carwise.
Yeah, man, you put that guy's real name out there in the internet. Like
that fucker don't got a nickname. That fucker don't got a nickname. He fears nothing.
Once we had him on the show one time, and he referred to himself as Samoa Joe.
Holy shit! All right, my bad, Samoa Joe.
Wrestling fans out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Well, Samoa Joe has a real name. You just can't say the first name.
No.
You kind of he's got one of those names. You got to say the whole shit, man.
That shit was funny. But yes, the bottom line is we had a friend. He could kick your ass with a PlayStation 1 controller, and we're talking
PS1 controller.
not even a DualShock, an original PS1 controller. He wouldn't just win; he'll fuck your whole day up. It's just you just go home pissed. Kicked your ass with Zangief.
I would ask him. I'm like, no. How you doing this? You only got 4 buttons in the front. I only need 2.
No, the worst is when he beats your ass, and then at the end of the round he looks over at you and he said, "What happened?"
Well, lucky you. Sometimes I don't get worse. I just get a fucking emotion
you get a glance. Yes, I got that too.
I'm like, what the fuck? But I could never fucking play a fighting game when it's a 6-button layout.
Every group of friends needs a villain. That's all I gotta say.
The game Killer Instinct is fun, is unholy shit. I really do look forward to buying it. It's just that with the current controller, the D-pad is good too. I can do a lot of dragon punches, fireballs, and shit.
More than you probably would have on your normal run-of-the-mill handheld controller.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But just the fact that I got my freezes on the triggers and shit like that, I can never do that. So whenever they come out with a fight pad, or whenever I get that adapter and I have actually my 6-button layout, I'll buy this game in a heartbeat.
Gotcha.
It's a fucking fun as shit. I text these guys like when you actually have the opening like title screen, the music sounds epic. It gets you so fucking hyped. But Killer Instinct always had great music.
That's true, it did.
And it's nice to see that they continue that tradition with this new one. You know that if you actually don't do anything, have the characters standing there, the idle music will actually be playing the original music, but like a remix of it.
Nice.
And as soon as you start moving, it'll start playing the new version.
Oh,
God,
wow.
this game, we're watching the footage of it right now.
It's fun as shit.
I've seen plenty of footage of it and watched some reviews and everything, but like every time I look at it, it runs smooth, it's fast, everything's just so damn fluid. It's just gorgeous to even look at. I just want to get my hands on it.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of fun, but of course, this is not not a system seller.
No.
But it's definitely a nice little icing on the cake.
Well, in your opinion, what do you think would be the system seller? I guess we talked about Forza. Is that the closest thing to it, or
To me, is really... Well, that's the thing. I don't need a system seller. I'm one of those dumb fucks that like to get a console as soon as it comes out regardless.
your words, not mine?
Because, I know the games are going to come regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think it's going to be, like the Wii U? I mean, you buy the system and there's like nothing really to buy for like a long ass time? Come on now. Even when I buy the Wii U, I know Nintendo's going to give me a game
Hey, did Bayonetta 2 come out yet?
this month.
Oh.
Actually, that's a good question. It might be next Tuesday.
Oh, well, goddamn.
It could be the Tuesday coming out. I am not entirely sure, but last I look, is supposed to come out this month.
I can't imagine you being that interested in it, though.
I'll Gamefly it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna Gamefly fucking everything. All the games I was on the fence, I don't want to buy it, but I want to play it. Like, remember when we did like the fucking games coming out, and I was like excited about Pikmin 3?
Yes.
I never bought that shit, but that shit is fuck on my fucking GameCube. I can't wait.
What about the one? Was it Wonderful 101?
That's on my GameCube.
Awesome. That game looked badass. That was a treasure game, wasn't it?
No.
No.
What the fuck is Treasure making lately?
No, wait. No, you're right.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Platinum Games, I think.
You're right. It is Platinum Games. Treasure was making.
Fuck are they doing?
Ah, you're right. That's right. It was a deal that Nintendo made because Platinum was working on Bayonetta 2 and is it Wonderful 101? I can't even remember if that's the right name.
Yeah.
Wonderful 101. And
The
I think
Wonderful
there was something else that they were working on. But whatever. I digress. This concludes our Wii U portion of the conversation.
I didn't even realize we were talking about the Wii U. We just kind of segued into it.
Yeah, we're just
That is just fucked up, man. Fuck you, dude. I'm fucking loving my Mario 3D World, man. That was the fucking first Mario game that I saw videos. I'm like, holy shit. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to play this fucking game. I'm right now currently on the Bowser stage.
Oh, yeah?
And Nick the Stampede for Christmas hooked me up with Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
Nice.
So now that school is done and I'm about done with Mario, I'm going to get on that
There
bitch.
you go. Put your foot in it.
Fuck yes.
Awesome.
Take my selfies.
Now, I see you got the new Zelda 3DS here.
Oh, man, that's right.
We're not just talking about the home consoles here. We do have... There was something else that was released just recently.
On November 22nd, along the same day with Xbox One, where I bought the Xbox One, Forza. Digitally, I bought Crimson Dragon. I also bought the Legend of Zelda bundle, 3DS XL, that comes with a code to download A Link Between Worlds, which is the spiritual sequel to A Link to the... You're freaking
God,
me
that
out,
game
dude.
looks awesome.
I'm like, it's like, you're freaking me out, man.
All right, I'm putting this thing down now.
I've actually always wanted to get an XL, but I finally got a reason.
I
to
got
get
an
that.
XL at home. It's
Yeah, I
it's
know.
pretty great.
It's red. I saw it. I was
Yeah.
at your house on New Year's. And,
Yeah, I know.
I
It
saw
was
that.
it was like paraded around in your face.
And I even said to you, motherfucker,
Yeah.
I really want an XL, man.
And now you got one.
Now I got one, the Zelda one, which is on sale at Best Buy right now for $200.
Not bad.
$20 cheaper where I bought it from
Not
the
bad.
spot. Oh, if it becomes cheaper within 15 days, we'll drop the price. That was 17 days ago I bought it. Well, shit, your shit out of luck.
How much did you enjoy the new Zelda game?
Immensely. That game is fantastic. It's You can jump into that game. Oh, it's so good, man. One of my issues when I used to see a lot of the preview videos of it, I didn't like the look of it.
Really?
It had like that CG
It didn't.
visual look and shit.
Yeah, but you know what? I felt like it wasn't such an overpowering look. I think
Originally in the beginning it did. Or maybe they changed it a bit.
maybe they toned it down. I don't know, but it does lend itself very favorably to A Link to the Past.
Oh, it's great. Man.
Yeah,
it's so much fun. I love that game. It's definitely a game to pick up for the 3DS.
A Link Between Worlds is that's what it's called, right?
Link Between Worlds. It's probably my favorite game of the holiday season. Man.
That's fair, and I'm not surprised either. Like the minute that I saw it, and I saw how it played, I was just like, "Wow, that game is going to be the shit." Like unquestionably.
And once you finish it, you
I'm
unlock
probably
Hero mode, which is a lot harder.
I'll probably buy it within the next couple of weeks. I think
Amazon had it on sale. Might still be on sale for $35 out of $40.
Okay,
But Best Buy is doing a deal: buy one get 50% off.
Ew.
So if there's another game you wanted to get, I don't know, Pokemon X or
X or Y. That's a thought.
so you can
It's out
actually you buy both of them, and then so
You can tell which one of us has kids, right? Yeah.
Fuck you! I kind of want Pokemon. I kind of want Pokemon for myself. Fuck you! They say it's like the best Pokemon ever.
I know I've heard, but still, if it still remains. I'm like such a like action game guy. If it wasn't, there's lots of different types of games that I like, but if it wasn't for having a stepson, I wouldn't be playing a Pokemon game. And that's nothing. That's nothing against Pokemon because I know that it's a storied and it's a good series. It's got a good history. It's just not my thing.
Varda says he allegedly killed my Shadowlink. Dude, I got the picture to prove it. I said that shit to fucking Sober. Like, dude, Varnus, Shadowlink. Poor guy had like 3 hearts and had like no special items. Like he just started out by murked them.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
But then after I found out that Varnus like contributed to our shows, like I felt bad. so it's like next time I see the Varnus Shadowlink, I'm like, I'll let him kill me. I'll let him kill me. And my bounty right now is like, it could be 990. You create a Shadowlink. Mm-hmm. So whatever items you put onto your character, and like right now my Link is at the very end of the game, so he has the best tunic. Okay. He has the best sword. He has the best fucking weapons. He has all the hearts.
You're ready to rock and roll.
So my bounty out of 999 is at 999.
Nice.
But you could be a complete fucking dick. And instead of putting the super weapons, and put like a blue potion. A blue potion, like when you're fighting, if he sees that his hearts are going low, he will drink that potion in the middle of the fight, which will bring back all his hearts. Ooh. So if you want my bounty, you need to fucking work for it. I could be an uber dick and put 2 blue potions.
I can just picture Sho in his house chuckling as he does this. He's just like, let's just see what the fuck he does.
Well, the worst part is I actually had an extra router that I can set up as a Nintendo zone. Mm-hmm. That I cloned a MAC address so it can connect to Nintendo.
Yeah.
So mine, if I put the MAC address to like there's one dedicated to like Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
My character will like float around and shit like that, so more people will fight him for the fuck of it, just to be a dick.
Oh man.
But if I see Varnus again, I won't do nothing.
Oh, good times. Good times. Nice. Any other games on the 3DS lately?
Well,
we named 2.
Well, like I said, I mean, that's definitely the one I picked up, and if there's anything else I wanted to get on my fucking GameFly list, I have Pokemon X because I do want to try it out. Mm-hmm. But that's really a game you should buy. And like I said, currently right now, Best Buy has a deal: buy one get 50% off, which is better than the fucking Toys R Us deal, which is buy one 40% off. They do have one that's buy one and get 60% off, but it's like select like old shit.
Oh yeah.
None of the new stuff. So right now,
something
Best
like
Buy
with
has,
that big of a markdown, it's never.
But other games, I mean, the 3DS, dude, there's so much. Right now, if you talk to any gamer that has all the systems, the 3DS has like the most amazing library right now.
That's fair.
You got Pokemon. I still
That's totally fair.
Animal Crossing. You got the Shin Megami. You got Project X Zone. I'm seeing someone typing that shit. Yes, we know.
Nothing about the 3DS's lifespan has disappointed, I don't think.
I still remember when people shitted on the system when it first came out.
Why? Just because
it didn't have shit. It was expensive. Don't you remember that Nintendo first time ever?
I just remember you coming to
the price of their system.
I remember you
so
coming to
quick.
the house with it, and I was smitten with it. So I thought
it
it
would be alright.
Yeah, I mean it's Nintendo with the handheld. It's
You know,
the handheld market.
You know me. I'm like, I've been in this game a long time. Mm-hmm. I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be alright.
You brought it to my apartment, and you had like, didn't you have Street Fighter with it?
Yes.
That's all you needed from me. So yeah, good times there.
My fucking foot is like completely tied up in the cord.
We're sitting here talking about deals. I gotta say, a certain
Ask, man. I know a lot of deals, man. It's all I do.
This is a little anecdote. A certain fast food chain, a certain very large global fast food chain, is having a sweepstakes right now where you could win an Xbox One. We all know who they are. And I went to this place. And you know they have other prizes and stuff. And I pulled.
Wasn't it Taco Bell that was doing PS4?
Yes, I believe it was. It's not that one, but yeah. The competitor, which isn't Taco Bell close to being number 1 right now?
Maybe with their fucking
They're
tacos, Doritos.
They're really
Locos.
making a move. Anyway, of course, I'm talking about McDonald's. Anyway, McDonald's. You know, do you have the little tear-offs on your fries and your drinks and stuff, and you can win prizes and stuff? I got one where it said I could get a free month of Xbox Live. That's kind of cool. All right, fine.
You know, that's such bullshit.
Yeah, it
I'm
kind
sorry.
of is.
I gotta say something real quick because Microsoft was doing that fucking freebie shit depending on how long your tenure on Xbox Live was.
You didn't
And
get
your
shit, did
gamer
you?
Points. People that fucking know me, my tenure's like fucking
Here we go.
like what 7-9 years, and my fucking gamer score is like 80,000 and shit. And
You
I
didn't get a goddamn
fucking
thing.
jack shit. Not a jack shit. I asked all my friends on my friends list, "What you get, man?" "Oh, I got a free car for like Forza." "You don't even play Forza. Fuck you." "What did you get?" "Oh, I got like a deal on Xbox Live for an entire year for like $30. Fuck you. What the fuck? Mine expires in 3 months. What do you get? I was so angry. I'm like,
Seriously, how did
did I
you
get
not
nothing?
get something? So I go to McDonald's and I get
McDonald's give you a free one.
It gave me a free month, so I got that thing tucked away.
Fuck you,
Because
Microsoft.
right now
Microsoft.
my shit's being used or
PS
whatever.
Plus. Like,
So, but then I get this other one on my fries. The damn thing says a free game download, and I'm like,
What the fuck?
I'm like, well, all right.
do I need to go to McDonald's right now?
No, you don't, and I'm gonna tell you why. I go home
did it give you
and I go to
free
the
game?
fucking website and I put in the goddamn code, and I'm thinking, all right, a free game download. Let's see where this thing goes. No, you put in the code. You don't get to pick what game. You know what they gave me?
What they give you?
The Maw
Oh,
from 2009. This shitty ass wannabe Kirby game. And I was like, the thing was, you go to the website and the damn thing just like the cover pops up on the screen and it says your prize. I'm like, the Maw. I go to check shit out and everything just to kind of see just like what the game is all about because I don't even remember the fucking Maw, right?
you're like some dude that controls like a purple alien that eats shit.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like really stupid. The character's name really is the Maw, like the is the first name. It's stupid. I'm like, this is something that's great for like a 10-year-old. I'm not doing this shit. So
Damn, I didn't think it was that bad.
oh god, dude. After I took a look at it for like 2 minutes, I just like it was almost like you ever just like walk into a building or someplace and you realize you're in the wrong fucking place at the wrong fucking time and you just want to just find the exit. I felt like leaving that website, it was like I was just kind of slowly backing away. I'm like, thanks, McDonald's. Thanks a billion, Microsoft. Give me the shittiest fucking downloadable game in an incredibly expansive library. You gave me the Maw. I don't want the Maw.
The dude, Microsoft's really some stingy fucks.
Oh my god.
When it comes to coming to free games, you guys have been downloading your free games because your Xbox Gold, right?
Yeah.
I know Sobro hasn't.
Nope.
Yeah. I mean, free games with gold. It's all there.
And at least, and the only really good thing about that is if your gold expires, you keep those games regardless. PSN, that's the problem.
When they had the
Once
free
you're-
Keflings game, it was all good. It's
I like
just
Keflings.
Keflings is awesome.
That's the game's the shit. But you
It's
know
good
what?
shit,
You know
man.
what the free game is right now, so bro?
Mm-mm.
Gears of War.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't need that one.
What? Oh, shit.
You already got them all.
Yeah,
I feel bad, man. We haven't even played online in anything yet. I know you got that Harmony of Despair or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I asked you if you wanted to play. You're like,
Dude, I've been busy with school, but school's over.
okay, well, shit.
I'm
Well,
not
I have
fucking
seen you.
online.
I have seen that you're online a lot, but you're online with the one.
You can still send a fucking message. The shit's still connected.
Yeah, but you can't play.
No, my Xbox 360 is still connected. I could
Okay.
turn off the one. I can literally say, Xbox, turn off. And turn on the 360. Shit. Fuck.
I'm sorry, I've underestimated technology.
I got two 360s connected. I got 3 of them in my room. Don't fucking
Okay, well then,
ask.
shit, we're gonna friggin' have a great time during the holidays. God
It's like,
damn it!
don't ask. And Adam, Sobro has it too.
Egads, he has a name.
Oh my god.
I feel bad. You guys seen the new Amazing Spider-Man 2 trailer?
Yes.
That shit where Peter's like telling you, he's like, I'm sorry, I love you, but I gotta go, you gotta stay. Peter! Oh! She covered him out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love that scene. I'm like, I can't stand this fucking movie, but I love how that scene plays out, because you know that's the first thing she's gonna say, man. Peter! She covers her mouth. Some motherfucker in the background's like, motherfucker's name is Peter?
It's like that Scion commercial. His name is Todd. His name is Todd.
Freaking awesome.
Todd's getting a Scion! His name is Todd? His name is Todd.
Oh.
Fucking horrible.
Okay. All right. Okay. Awkward silence. I'll be editing that out. Okay. For everybody listening live, that was for you. That was special. All right. Cool. All right.
What's next?
I don't know. We covered a decent amount. Anything else you can think of? Any
Well,
games?
we talked
games.
about systems,
Games.
but there's some games,
Games.
we haven't mentioned. Like
Games.
Rise is gorgeous looking on the Xbox One.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah, that's right.
online, but I have not played it myself.
My wife wants to play Rise.
You gotta get an Xbox One.
I know.
It's easy to get one because
She
they're
knows.
fucking everywhere.
Yes, it is. It's true. It's not that hard to find an Xbox One right
The
now.
problem is a lot of people are quick to say, "Oh man, that's because no one is buying them." No,
That's
it could
not
be
true.
because Microsoft's really producing a shit ton of them.
Uh,
But you can really get an Xbox One anywhere.
it's tough to say because these companies kind of do have to. They need to make sure that there is a demand, so they can't put out too many and saturate the market. But
But finding a PS4,
they've got shit figured out.
I got an email from GameStop.
They know what they're doing. They know what the fuck they're doing.
I got an email from GameStop, like, first to know, hey, just to let you know, our GameStop stores are getting a limited quantity of them, so go check them out.
I.e., come buy.
I'm like, I
Come
already
buy
got it,
one.
but Neo, I swear to God, you crack me up, you motherfucker. I mean, I told him, it was like, I had both the systems pre-ordered, and I told him where he can get them, but he's like, I don't need them, But literally, the day they were coming out, hey man, where can I find them? You're a fucking moron. Why do you do this shit? Why? Why do you do this thing? He actually has an Xbox One, but he wants to sell it like on eBay. But I'm like, if you haven't sold it yet, you might as well fucking keep it because you can find them anywhere. But now he wants the PS4. I'm like, so he's like, hey, let me know where I can find one. What the fuck do I get? All right, fine. Let me see where I can find one for you. I'm tired of being alone and being the only one with a PS4. I gotta have someone to join with my misery. But word on the street is Walmart is expecting its largest shipment of PS4s for this weekend.
Walmart.
And then he said, I don't want to go to a store. You can get them online. you can go online too. But that's the word on the street. But I also had an email I told him, but I don't know if he went and got one.
What's the whole thing with Rise? I've heard that there are some aspects of the fighting system. It can be
They
kind
say
of
the
repetitive.
fighting system is like, they say it's repetitive. But the game is so gorgeous.
It looks great.
This is a perfect launch title.
Yes, it is.
It's one of those titles that you can play it, enjoy it for the time it is, and then, just fuck whatever, get rid of it.
Well, it's gonna be funny 4 or 5 years from now when we'll be chuckling like, wow, this game was like the shit back then in 2013. But I mean, it does look great. It doesn't look like it's like a complete piece of shit, I mean, it's not just window dressing.
The game was originally meant to be a Kinect-only game on the 360.
Interesting. I'm not sure that would have worked out that well.
They obviously changed it up, and this game is gorgeous and has some very weird breast physics.
Oh yeah.
As in, they don't bounce realistically?
No, they bounce in ways that is not realistic. They're just gibbling all over the place. Like if you blow them, they
So they gave the breast ragdoll physics.
Shit, ragdoll is like
ragdoll's at least a little bit realistic.
At least ragdoll's a little bit more realistic. I'm telling you, man, these titties are just bouncing all over the fucking place. They just don't make any fucking sense.
Nothing like going to YouTube and typing in "rise breasts." What on earth?
You see how they're already bouncing like all over the place?
They move like clothing.
That's not even the worst of it.
They like flatten and then get big and then expand again. What is that shit? And we sit quietly as we look at this woman's breasts. We're all staring like, what is this?
It's like we are
Oh
mesmerized.
my god. Okay. All right. Point made.
Alright.
But whatever, that doesn't distract from the fucking game. Fuck it, whatever.
Did you play the demo for Killzone on PS4?
There's a demo?
I figured there was.
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's too bad.
There's a lot of demos that don't exist. Right now, like, the only 3 demos that exist on the fucking Xbox One is, like, there's the water riding game that's, like, a part of Kinect Sports or whatever that uses the Kinect. Then you got FIFA and, like, another EA game. That's, like...
You're like, eh.
That's about it. So it's like, meh.
Eh.
But I'll hopefully come tomorrow. I will get a chance to play Killzone, but I'm also not a huge fan about Killzone. I mean, it's really the controller that really distracted me about it when I last tried to play the last Killzone. I hate that controller for first person. I'm sorry. That's me. I'm sorry. I just
Me personally, with the new generation of consoles, I kind of felt like the next system that I was going to be in line to get would be a PlayStation 4. I was going to get that simply just based on the grounds that I have a 360 and I know that the system is going to have a bit of a life while the Xbox One goes. Eventually, I'm sure I'll get a One also, but...
It's like, to be safe, I would tell people, to be safe, get a PS4.
Yeah.
To be safe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that
What
seems
do you
like...
mean to be safe? I'm just saying to be safe.
Yeah, it just seems like down the road that's pretty much what I'm gonna do, and
But this is the thing.
fine.
You want to ask yourself. You love fucking Gears of War. I don't know if you like Halo. There's a lot of games that you're only going to see on the Xbox One.
Right, but that's fine. But see, I don't own a PS3, so I missed out on a lot in this past generation or this current one, however you want to say it, because I didn't have. If I enjoyed a PS3 game, it was at somebody else's house. So
I got Dallarez, but the PS3 is still going. You're probably better off just getting a PS3.
Well, I know what you mean, but in terms of just kind of, I don't want to miss out on 2 generations of Sony
What
stuff.
exclusive title on the PS3 really you feel bad that you missed out on?
Metal Gear.
But you do know the new Metal Gears coming out are not exclusive.
Yes, I do. And it's not. I'm not making the decision based on the new Metal Gears. You just asked me about the past.
Well, you said that you didn't have a PS3, so there's games you missed
personally,
out on.
let me
If you
rephrase.
missed out on Metal Gear,
Okay,
was it 4?
So
you
let me
have PS3 to get it.
All right, fair enough. But so let me put it this way: everything Naughty Dog did on the PlayStation 3.
All right, so if you wanted
how does that
play games like Uncharted
Yes.
and like Infamous that's coming out, I mean, then there you go.
Okay. See, there you go. That's what I mean. Because, I mean, the Uncharted games are just fantastic games. And like I said, I enjoyed them at somebody else's house. It's like, it kind of sucks, So, yeah, and it's not to say that I'm not happy with the 360, because I'm extremely happy with that. But right now, I just don't have the budget that you have, so I've got to make a decision. I got to pick one kid over the other. So
you can get my budget if you decide to add to your like full-time job a full-time student.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
and accept every single loan thrown at you.
Oh, that's probably gonna happen, but
that's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, that working full-time job, full-time student, and if potentially being a full-time student while being a full-time parent, it's kind of rough.
You gotta drop one of those jobs.
Can't. All right. Anything else to add? We've been at it for almost an hour and a half.
Well, we were talking about games for the PS4. That new Infamous game, it does definitely look good. I did enjoy the first one. Just the main character looks like a complete chode. He looks like it showed. That's the only distracting thing about it. But other than that, that game looks like it's going to be good. You got Titanfall. That's only for the PC and Xbox One. Okay. You got Destiny. That right now looks like it's only for the consoles. So I'm upset about that.
Ooh. Well, it won't take too long for you to get Destiny.
No, but that's the one game I now have to decide. Shit, do I get the PS4 version or the Xbox One version?
So
it all depends on what what
the frame rate
friends get. No, that's not about the frame rate. It's what your friends get. That's really what depends on it because it's literally Borderlands.
Everything I've seen on Destiny looks fantastic.
But just like right now, none of you fuckers even have any next gen systems, and I don't know when the fuck you'll ever will.
I'll try to get one within the next 2 to 3 months. But
get the fuck out of here!
I said I'll try.
I
didn't say I will. I left that door open. God damn it!
It's like get the fuck out of here. Now think about it though. In the 2-3 months from now, you want to get a PS4. What games do you want to get for it?
What's out?
What's that? Well, you got like I said, Knack. You got Killzone.
That's right. There's not that much.
Games
honestly,
hopefully Infamous is out by then.
Honestly, well, that's the thing because usually the first quarter you don't get a ton of games, but the first quarter of a new year you get some decent games, and I am willing to buy Killzone for it.
You have to look up when Ground Zero comes out. I want to say that's. I want to say it was like March or April. They said for that.
Yeah,
one.
That's not too bad.
But again, that's just a lead up into the true Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, keeping in mind that these games are not exclusive, they're coming out for both the consoles at least. It's the Metal Gears,
right?
Kingdom Hearts 3, the new Final Fantasy 15. These are not exclusive to the Sony system. They are coming out for the Xbox One as well.
Okay.
Destiny's coming out for both. Titanfall so far as PC.
What's the release date on Destiny?
I don't know. Dude, my fucking face was in a textbook like this whole last week. This is like the first time I'm like free out of my house.
It's what makes this funny is we're in a room full of computers and none of us really want to look that shit up.
No,
right
that's what people in the chat are for.
How about listening?
People are saying March.
Okay, March. Thank you, sir.
Dallo says Injustice is on the PS4 right now.
But
that's also one.
It didn't. It really did. It really didn't
now.
change very much from the previous systems versions of Injustice. It's
Well,
just
the
it has like all the unlockable stuff.
Yeah, the one
all the
that's on
DLC is on it, but my brother has it, and we played the fuck out of it, so I'm good.
And you can get it on the PC too.
Yeah,
but that's me. You don't.
Yeah.
You're
Not that there's anything wrong with Injustice. The game's great. So, just saying. All right. Okay.
But really, you got Killzone to look forward to. But like I said, who knows? The Sony announces like very close to the release whenever they give you something free on the PlayStation Plus. Because if you get a PS4, you got to get Plus. You got to get Plus.
Yeah. That kind of It pretty much.
But
you have to.
If you only have a PS4, you may not see too much benefits of Plus when it comes to the games that they give you for free. Most of the good shit is going to be on the PS3, and then next will be the Vita, and then the PS4.
Which makes sense because they're going to squeeze out as much money as they can on the PS4 first.
But they already giving you free games on the PS4.
They are, but
Retsugun.
Balance is balance.
You like Retsugun. You'll like that.
All right.
But other than that,
and so I will. All right, everybody.
But if you were to get an Xbox One, you'll be playing Killer Instinct day one.
That's okay. I can wait. It's all good.
But like I was saying, Titanfall is only on the Xbox One and the PC. What's exclusive on the PS4? That's also on the PC. I can't think of anything. But like I said, exclusive, you'll have Infamous. They announced a new...
Come on, man. Say something. I got to edit this shit.
The one that we just fucking mentioned, The one with the Lara Croft with the penis.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, yes. They just mentioned a new one.
With the penis.
They just mentioned a new
You're not
Uncharted.
wrong, but
Yes, there's a game called The Order that's coming out that's exclusive for the PS4. Don't know too much about that one, though. They did just announce that they're coming out with a Tomb Raider, the definitive edition or whatever. That this is literally the port of the PC one.
oh well, shit.
To the consoles with a better graphics.
We never did a review on that Tomb Raider game.
It's awesome.
It's a great game. Yeah, we were gonna do a review and we never got to it.
That game is fucking great. It's a lot.
It's a buy it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
There, see, bonus material. You get a quick video game review.
So if there's ever like a sale on it, like right now, you can literally get the game for like $10.
Yeah,
if not less, like on the PC right now. So
it's like $15 on Xbox Live right now.
So that's a good one. Yeah.
All right, I think we burned ourselves out, everybody.
Well,
I think we're good.
So, bro, the engineer keeps saying, what about Crimson Dragon? Crimson Dragon was definitely one of the games I wanted to get on the Xbox One. First day I played it, I'm like, wow, this game is pretty crappy. But the more I got to, play into it...
what was wrong with it initially?
It does not play at all like fucking Panzer Dragoon, for one.
That would be bad.
You only really because in Panzer Dragoon you had the guy who had a gun and you had the dragon that does the homing, and this one is just really just the dragon. You can switch between weapons with the dragon itself, but there's really like no two weapons that you can do at the same time without having to switch. My main complaint is you don't have a quick trigger button to go to the different segments around your dragon. So if there's somebody to your side, you literally have to press your left or right and wait for the camera to spin.
Forgive me for asking this. Is it supposed to be connected to the Panzer Dragoon series?
It's made by the same people. It's the spiritual. It's
the spiritual successor
of Panzer Dragoon. Yes.
And yet they abandoned an awesome targeting and shooting system.
Yeah, they were kind of silly with that.
That sucks.
But the more time I put into it, though, I actually really enjoy it, and I actually go back and play like on a daily basis anyway. So is it worth $20?
What is it that keeps? Yeah. What is it that keeps making you come back?
Because you can level up your dragon, you can unlock other dragons, you can literally soup up your dragon.
Yeah, okay.
Like a mech. And then there's always that thing about wanting to get a better grade on the stage and shit.
Okay. So there's replay value.
Yeah, when you accept the the arcadey part. I knew all that shit was gonna be there. I'm just telling you. The first day I played, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty crappy. But
you had higher expectations. Is what it sounds like.
Didn't really have that major expectations. The only thing that really kind of bugged me was the fact that a lot of the simple things I kind of wish they brought back from Panzer they didn't. But other than that, it's fine. It's a fine game. Gotcha. But if you have not played any of the Panzer games, yeah, you'll hate this shit.
All right. We've covered PS4 and Xbox One. We talked for a little bit about the new Zelda 3DS XL, which Show was incredibly happy to get his hands on. And
my favorite system this holiday season right now is the Wii U.
Interesting.
Mario, and I'm going to get started on fucking Zelda. Are you kidding me? Fucking fantastic.
Not bad. So somehow, some way, Nintendo wins.
I didn't say that.
I was trying to see if I could back you in the corner there.
But it's like, I didn't say that. But then you got the 3DS, and then I got Zelda, and then you got Pokemon that's out, and there's a ton of other shit.
That's not a bad deal.
Good stuff.
Not a bad deal at all.
But if you got fucking $500 just fucking sitting around, go ahead, get an Xbox One. That's the system I play on a daily basis. My PS4 I barely turn on. What are you going to do? Give me some games.
Yeah, well, that's... I kind of picture myself doing that when I get a PS4 anyway. Turning my Xbox 360 on every day, turning on my PS4 to play a game, then turn it back off.
Do you have a Blu-ray at your house?
Yeah.
Right, so.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, that Blu-ray is already better than the PS4 one.
Oh, zing!
Damn.
That's really upsetting. How the hell all this shit my PS3 can do, my PS4 can't? You want to stream your videos and music from your computer? Not going to happen.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's kind of awful.
It's like you want to play your 3D Blu-rays, you want to play your Tron or your Avengers in 3D, not going to happen.
Boo. All right.
It's upsetting. But they'll add that shit later.
Anything else?
Well, I know I've been picking on the PS4's Blu-ray, but it's the same shit with the Xbox One's Blu-ray. You can't do any of that shit either. Oh, and the whole streaming shit? Yeah, I can do it, but you gotta set up your fucking computer to do Play 2 bullshit just to fucking do any of that shit. And you don't have control on your Xbox One. You gotta do it all on your PC. So fuck you, too. Fuck all of you. Do not feel bad if you don't have the new system. Still love your 360 and PS3.
Somebody get this man a drink.
I know. I've been fucking sitting here waiting for another fucking drink.
I know. Okay. I think we're done.
All right, guys. I mean, thanks for coming out. Is there any last-minute questions or anything to look out here for before we get out of here? Anything that we might have missed out on? There's a ton of shit that's coming out. That
no MP3 support either?
That is correct.
That's awful. We touched on a lot. Anything? No.
Did that come off like I wasn't happy with anything?
You just sounded like I've known you long enough to know that it just sounded like you needed a drink. That's all that spoke to me about. You weren't really pissed. It's just, God, I want some vodka. That's all that was.
It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
This guy looks like he's sweating. Like he needs some shit. But you know what? You can't go wrong with any of these systems, man. You guys, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. You guys have already chosen.
All right.
Am I wrong? You guys know what you want. Get it. You're going to be happy. All I can say is don't hate on the system you did not get. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You just come out sounding ridiculous.
Just enjoy it.
Enjoy the system you got.
Let's evolve along with the systems and not gloat. Or or flame another system just because you didn't get it or something like that. To me it just sounds so much like very 7th grade. I got a Genesis. What do you?
Well, you know what the sad shit is? You think people can grow out of that, but look at Congress.
I know.
It's sad.
Yeah. I know.
They're still bad.
We can at least be better than Congress.
If they can't grow out of that shit, fuck, I don't know.
Come on, we can be better than Congress.
By the way, what?
The VXG? We didn't talk about the VGX.
Oh, the VGX? That shit was horrible. I saw that shit live. I tried to tell Snowbro, you gotta see this shit. No, man. Those are like the worst awards. You don't see it for the awards, man. You see it for the announcement, and it's going to be a fucking train wreck. I saw that train wreck happen live. Oh, my God.
I didn't watch it. What happened?
It was just awkward. It was just the whole thing was awkward. Is this like the best?
I saw the ads for it on the Xbox Live, and I was just kind of like...
There's literally a video of the compilation of the awkwardness of that thing, and I don't want to see it. I already fucking was there. I don't need any post-traumatic syndrome.
I've never thought that video game award shows were a good idea. it always seems like everybody's just sort of shoehorned into it.
I mean, as soon as I heard that they got this guy, I'm trying to blank, Jeff, Joel McHale. I know him by Jeff. Community.
Jeff Winger.
Yes.
Jeff Winger.
Yeah.
But as soon as I heard that they hired him to be like co-host, I'm like, I love the guy, but this is the worst idea ever. Worst fucking idea ever. He's gonna do what he does. He's not gonna be any different but what he's always done.
Right.
But they're not gonna fucking like it. I know it. And sure enough, they're giving him shit because he does come off as a person that don't know really much and doesn't give a shit.
Right.
And then, but you know what? You know what the best part about the whole shit? He made Jeff Keighley look so like uncomfortable, and it was worth it just to watch that shit to see Jeff Keighley be uncomfortable. I shit you not. This shit was so awkward. People are now actually sympathizing with Jeff Keighley.
What? That's funny.
What? And I can't fucking stand that guy. Woo! Except for that moment with the Nintendo section, it brought out all the reasons why I can't stand Jeff Keighley. That Nintendo section.
This looks so funny.
And people all over it, why? Oh my God. Because they wanted to talk about Donkey Kong, the new one. Tropical Freeze or whatever. And all he wanted to do was fucking bring it down and say, when are you going to make a new Metroid? What the fuck? We're here to talk about this game because what's his face had
Ouch.
Reggie Fils-Aimé had a pin for Metroid, and
Yeah.
he was standing with the guy from Rare because Rare's the one that made the new Donkey Kong game.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. When we gonna have a new Metroid? Whenever that comes out, but we're here about Donkey Kong. Yeah, it's cool, but people really want to know. We're gonna. It's like I look at shit.
Completely blindsided. That's
like,
really fucked up.
But this is nothing new. This is what fucking Jeff Keighley does. He will interrupt the fucking interviewer and fucking bring up shit that they're not even there to talk about. Fucking Jeff Keighley.
That's funny. So he kind of got what he deserved.
Oh yeah, that section, yeah, definitely. Reggie Fils-Aimé looked like he wanted to fucking just pick him up and do a backbreaker at his ass.
Oh my god.
Not a burning hammer?
No, he wanted to break his back like Batman.
Okay. All right, fine. I would have still accepted a burning hammer.
Oh, but you merely adopted the dog. I was born in it, molded by it.
You know, my wife's favorite part of that movie? With no survivors.
What a beautiful voice.
All right.
But that being said,
All right. Okay.
this awkward ass fuck you, Jeff Keighley.
All right.
My hate was even. Was it like even before I worked at GameStop because I kept hearing his interviews. All I heard all day was that fucker's interviews. In every fucking interview, you just wanted to punch him. Look at Joel McHale. Like, he doesn't give a shit. He's just like texting.
He's just like, somebody give me a check. All right, guys, everybody in the chat, thanks very much for coming out. We appreciate it. Let's see, we got Dollar Lance 1. Varnus is still there. Fordar was the first person in the room. Ed the Crimson, we appreciate you coming out as well. Who am I missing here? Professor Doc. Flame X was here a little while ago. Don't know if they're still there. But yeah, no problem. We'll be back to do it again. And like I said, I'm going to get this footage. And hopefully we'll have this stuff up within the next couple weeks.
Did you put up
I should have a little bit more extra time. So
Did you put up the last?
No, because I was going to put them both together.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Okay.
So really, seriously, I'm not lying. I did it on purpose. So it was just gonna make more sense, just to kind of that way it's more of a gift. So,
and by the way, if there's any of you guys have any topics that you would like us to
Flame
talk
X
about,
still there. Nice.
Let us know. I'd like to know what you guys want us to talk about.
Dollar Lance is like, so 6 months from now, right? You know what? Well played.
Oh, man.
Well played.
Touche.
I have no comeback for that, but I'm really, really, really gonna try.
But like I said, if you guys have any topic ideas that you want to shoot our way, go ahead and do that. What games have, like, we could talk about the music in games, controllers, systems, like, fuck, whatever, man. Just let us know. Because we still need to do, well, you haven't put up that particular episode yet.
Which
so
one?
I don't want to say what we felt was like some of the best games to. Well, some of these guys probably already were there live, but some of the games that we felt were the best, our favorite on a particular platform.
Oh yeah.
So we still need to do like a follow up, like on. Because what the hell? How we do that one? We jumped around like a lot of the older systems.
Yeah, it was instead of just picking. It was mandatory gaming, and instead of just picking like the obvious games that everybody should play, we picked some lesser known titles. Yeah. So, yeah, we can revisit that. That's one of those subjects that we could always kind of come back to because there's always diamonds in the rough that folks should try and seek out. So, good times.
But there you go, guys. So, who's gonna let them know about the different tweets and stuff they can go to? Because I don't know.
Okay, we're losing steam here. We didn't have enough alcohol in the room. All right,
I'm fucking
we gotta
better,
go.
man. I'm getting my 5 o'clock rust around my mouth.
All right, that's it.
This
All right.
chair really
Thanks
is hurting
again.
my ass.
Oh, thanks for sharing. Appreciate it. All right, thanks everybody for coming out. We're out of here. I'm dropping the mic.
Take it easy, guys.
Peace out.
So it's been a lot of fun, but, well, I guess that's all.
Look, how many times do I have to tell you, huh? You're not getting in tonight's thing.
There's no right to lock these doors, and I have a duty to inspect this place.
This is not a plant cheese game. This is my school. If you want to get in here, you'll apply for a pass just like everyone else. You and your TV friends here.
What the hell is the back for?
They used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Got a devil's haircut.